I'm Josh Kelly, welterweight, currently 6-0 fighting for the Commonwealth title. Follow Sport Icons.
Okay, so Conor Benn, after defeating Samuel Vargas last month, drops down from number 11 to number 12 in the WBA Welterweight World Rankings, which seems a little bit odd to me, especially when you look at those in and around him. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know if Conor Benn is a legitimate top 15 in the world. I don't know. Because time will tell when he starts fighting opponents who will actually give it to him back, who will hit him back. His chin is going to be tested. We've seen his chin tested before against maybe a Cedric Paynard, and of course he got bounced around a bit. But ultimately, maybe now he's matured, maybe now he's a much better fighter, and by looks of it, he is. So maybe legitimately he is a top 15 fighter, but I don't see how absolutely annihilating and blitzing Samuel Vargas would make him lose a ranking, make him lose a position from number 11 to number 12. But I can see exactly what's happened there and why it's all happened, which is there's been a new insert of Jesus Alejandro Ramos at number 10. So by inserting him into number 10, of course, that is going to move down Conor Benn. But should Conor Benn be above Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman, a former unified champion. Only one loss on his resume to Manny Pacquiao. Okay, granted, Keith Thurman not very active. I get that. But when you look at, say, number 1, Imantis Stanionis, a Lithuanian fighter, 13-0, gets boosted by 9 positions because he defeats Thomas Delorme. How do you get boosted 9 positions by defeating Thomas Delorme? To number 1 in the welterweight division. Of course, you've got Ugas as the super champion and Jamal James as the regular champion. But how do you get number 1 for defeating Thomas Delorme? I'll tell you why. PBC fighter. He's a PBC fighter. When he fought Thomas Delorme, it was on a PBC show on Showtime. That's why he's in that kind of position. Again, we can look down, even worse here. Number 3 is a guy who's only had 3 wins on his resume. Gabriel Maestre, where only 3 wins in a professional puts you number 3 when you've defeated journeyman? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, his pro debut, he did defeat a guy who was what? Was it like 20-0 or something like that? But again, that guy had only fought pro debutants and journeyman. But Maestre, he's been fighting since that pro debut of his own. He's had 2 fights against journeyman. But his next fight is going to be on Showtime. PBC show. That's why he's ranked there. The WBA don't hide their bias when it comes to the PBC. They really don't. Mikey Garcia, number 4. I mean, should he really be behind any of those 3 above him? Really? I don't think so. Should Omar Figueroa Jr. be there? Behind those? No. Not at all. David Avanesian had a great win over Josh Kelly. Well, why is he ranked only number 8 behind a lot of these other fighters? It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. None whatsoever. I mean, I know that is it Maestre? He's going to be taking on Cody Crowley, by the way, who's number 11. But still, that doesn't warrant only 3 fights in already owning a number 3 position. WBA are a bunch of clowns. They really are. But Conor Benn being number 12, I mean, I can't hate on the position because I don't know how good Conor Benn is. I hope he's the real deal. And I'm going to be supporting him in the hope that he becomes the real deal. So far, he's been looking real good. And long may it continue. But I want to see Conor Benn in with any of these guys. Any of them. I mean, how would he get on with Keith Thurman? That'd be a very interesting one. If Eddie Hearn sees Conor Benn as the future for British welterweights, then let's see him in there with Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman, maybe he's a little bit washed now. I don't know. Is he the same fighter since losing to Manny Pacquiao? I don't know. I really don't know. Does he have the motivation and the heart to do it all now? I don't know. And congratulations to him, by the way, on his new baby. But Conor Benn versus Keith Thurman, that'd be an interesting one. Conor Benn versus David Avanesian, another interesting one. Why don't we put that number 1, Stanionis, in with Conor Benn? Let's see how good Conor Benn is. Maybe he's going to be the real deal. But because he's certainly come on leaps and bounds ever since that whole Paynard fiasco, let's call it that. he's looked real good. He's become a boxer. He's become a patient fighter as well. But of course, when he hurts you, he's got that killer instinct, as he's shown with Samuel Vargas. Don't really need to see Conor Benn versus Amir Khan. And Amir Khan ain't going to take that kind of fight anyway. Amir Khan only wants the huge paydays. I don't know if Eddie Hearn, Matchroom are willing to pay Amir Khan the kind of money that Amir Khan might be tempted by. Maybe they are, I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, Conor Benn gets dropped down to number 12. Why? PBC bias. That's why. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you on the next video.